All right, all right.
All right, everybody. This is Scott and Tabitha from CNJ or EIG, and we're on the call with Charles Blair, the mad scientist.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
Woo, give me
Um,
it.
so we'll get into it in a little bit about when we get to the master class, but we wanted to
Mhm.
talk to Charles a little bit about himself and get everybody a little bit of an
Teaser.
idea of what he's about and
Absolutely.
why they should actually listen to what he's got to say, right? So,
A little teasers.
okay.
That's what I like.
So, um, why do people, or how did you come about the name of the mad scientist?
Well, actually, Scott, that is a interesting story. About 10 years ago, I used to do a lot of presentations across the country talking about marketing. Um, we have a very successful real estate investing business, and because of that business, we've got really heavy into marketing strategies for investors. Our company is Chucky Buy Lucky Houses. So we decided, okay, we're going to go all in on marketing. We started learning about sales pages, squeeze pages, optimization, the whole 9 yards. That led me from working it in my business to going around the country speaking to investors in workshops, telling them how to do it in their business. So look at my business as for less of a better word, the test kitchen. And then once we improved the meal in the test kitchen, we started teaching other people what we were doing and how we were being successful in real estate. And that's where it came from speaking to other groups and other investors and other seminars, real estate investor meetup groups and real estate investors association. One of my profile, I would say, would be I'm very expressive when I speak. And one presentation I gave, a guy said at the end of it, man, you ran around like you're a mad scientist or something. And that stuck.
Okay.
The actual speaker, or should I say the actual host, said, you got to watch this video. This guy is a mad scientist. And from that point on, the way he talks about this, the way he shows you how to do this is totally different from anything else you're going to learn. And from that
Right.
date on, it stuck with me. And that's where it
I'm
came from.
glad it did.
Yeah.
I'm glad it did.
Mm-hmm.
And we met you. I mean, we met you during COVID. That's how we got introduced. You were talking
Exactly.
to Tabitha, and then you came on and did a virtual meeting for our group back in
Exactly.
2020. So it's been 5 years that we've known each other.
Yeah.
And we've been down to your events down there, which you
Yep.
got a lot of great people and a great group down there. So,
But he sounds just like us. That's why we're like, we tell everybody the reason we want you to meet him is because we're coaching under him with the AI. And
Yep.
it's like incredible what we're learning. And how I realize how far behind we are compared to, because I saw, how long have you been teaching that now? I think about 3 years that I saw.
Yeah, a little over 3 years
Mhm.
when it first came out. We've been using it in our business during that whole time. I'm a firm believer. You don't go around teaching something that you don't do. And what they're going to learn when they come to the workshop and they come to the subsequent event, they're going to learn exactly how we're doing it in our business, successfully doing it in almost 80% of everything we're doing in our business, from lead generation, from actual point settling, from actual AI agents working and communicating with our sellers and our buyers, the actual follow-up campaigns and how we structure them, and how AI is actually cutting our amount of money that we have to spend on hiring people, cutting down the amount of time we have to spend in learning about different strategies, and also allowing us to accelerate exactly
Right.
what we need to do to go from point A to point Z in our real estate business.
See, we skipped point. There's a whole bunch in between too.
Mhm.
yeah.
But
Exactly.
there's all of that, all the way from A to Z. I like it. Usually it's from point A to point B.
Yeah.
No,
Nah.
he's giving you all of it in
Yes.
there.
Yes.
And then
I'll give you an example. One of the strategies we're going to show you is how we're able to take a list and use that list through some of the tools that we're going to show you what to use, how to pinpoint the hot deals and the hot leads in the particular areas to be marketing in. And then once you have those leads, you have those hot opportunities. Here's what you say to them. Here's how you say it. Here's how you market to them. And here's how you get the highest conversion, all using AI.
I'm so excited.
It's, and it's one of the things I know about you, and I know, we train under you for AI, which is what we do for our group. We go
Yep.
out and experience what people are teaching and what
Yeah.
they're preaching and how they're doing things. And when we believe in somebody and what they're presenting and teaching and training, we bring it to our group.
We're the guinea pigs.
Yeah, we're like Tom said, we're the guinea pigs. We'll pay for things. We'll do
We're the
things.
guinea pigs.
And, but I just know that you, I mean, besides just doing things, you give people so much information. You don't even ask
Oh my
for
God.
things in return.
So much is a little, like, oh my
You know,
gosh, compared to what he gives. I'm telling you.
and that's what makes us excited about you coming in to do this master class. We haven't even gotten to the meeting, which is coming up Wednesday, just a general
Yes.
meeting where we're telling people it's just a little taste of what you're going to get Saturday. And we know from people around the country and even the world who preach and talk things that they're gurus and half the time don't even use this stuff or do this stuff, and they just talk about it because they took somebody else's work, put their brand on it, and repurposed it.
Right.
We know that you're actually doing it because we see it being done and what you're doing. That's one of the big
Every
differences.
Tuesday.
Yeah, every Tuesday.
Not only every Tuesday, but we just closed the deal last week. The one we told you about, the 4-unit, where we use AI in 3 different areas of that deal, from generating the marketing piece to actually going over the contracts and so on, working with the actual title company and the short sale agent to get this deal closed. So we're going to actually show you and go deep into that deal, how AI was intricate in closing that deal and a bunch of other deals through the weekend.
Right.
Oh, I am so excited.
And that's what people need to see. Like, they need to
Right.
see the meat and potatoes, not the sugar-coated stuff that they always get from people. And, so,
2 quick things.
oh, go ahead.
Yes, I want to know. Oh gee, I forgot what I was gonna ask. It's getting old is for the birds. No, one. How did you actually get started in, and a little bit about you, so the people
Yes.
can see a little bit about you.
Yeah, let's start with the latter question. A little bit about me. I dropped out in junior high school, so I have a 9th grade education. During that time, when you only have a 9th grade education, your opportunities is so limited. So I was working as a security guard. I was working doing Kirby vacuum cleaners, the whole 9 yards. And on late night television, Mr. Carlton Sheets used to come on talking about how you can do real estate investing with no money, no credit, and no experience. And I had all 3 boxes checked. So when he started talking about that, and I said, okay, you got this 9th grade education. All you've been doing is security guard, working at different places doing security, Kirby vacuum cleaner salesman, the whole 9 yards. You got all of these things, and it's not leading you anywhere. Why not real estate? So I bought the course and I started studying it. And the one thing that I realized about that course, it touched me where the school system couldn't. It made me fall in love with a subject, and that subject was real estate investing. So once I started to consume it and learn it, I couldn't let it go. It was like a perfect match in heaven. I wanted to learn everything about it. And one thing led to another. I found a mentor, worked with that mentor for about 8 months. After 8 months, been a full-time investor for over 33 years now, from that one interaction with Carlton Sheets course to working with a mentor to going out on my own. Over the years, at one point in time, I was the largest minority owner of apartment buildings in downtown Baltimore, over 350 units, 35 different buildings, done everything from wholesaling, rehabbing, owner structure financing. We're in 6 different markets: Maryland, DC, Virginia, Houston, Ohio, and Jacksonville, Florida. We have a full-time real estate investing company and the Real Deal Meetup. Now, answer the question of how did I get into AI? Through all of that, marketing was the key to everything that we do in our business. I'm a firm believer that you're not a real estate investor, you're a marketer. So I started learning marketing about 15 years ago. And I said, man, this is fantastic. Just like real estate, it touched me. I wanted to consume everything about it. So I started learning about marketing, sales pages, Facebook ad campaigns, Google campaigns, the whole 9 yard. Real estate, AI came along, same thing. I wanted to learn everything about it. And from that point on, we've integrated everything from marketing from one SMM model to the current SAI model, where we're basically using marketing and AI in our business. And that's where it came from, that love of wanting to figure out how I can incorporate marketing into my business. And it's just translated to the AI side of it, to the actual business model that we have currently right now.
Awesome.
Yes, that's awesome. I mean, your story is,
I didn't know. Some of this I did not know.
yeah. I mean, it just goes to show you what you can do when you put your mind to it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Actually, teaching people how to fall in love with the subject. That's a smart way
Yes.
to raise somebody.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I've said that made me stand out from the average person. For me, my fear was failing, because if I failed, all I had was a ninth grade education. So what was I going to do if I failed? So I went all in into learning real estate, and fortunately, it allowed me the lifestyle that I have and being full-time investor for 30 years.
Nice. And I think that it's the key thing you said there was the fear of failing, you know? A lot of people have that fear and they just can't overcome it. So they just stick to a W-2, or they just stick to what they know because they're afraid to fail and fall on their face. And, that part of being an investor is you're going to hit roadblocks and fail at some things. You just gotta, how do you overcome it and how not to make that same mistake again, right? There's always bumps in the road with anything you do. So
It's two main formulas that I've lived and learned over the years. One, you got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's natural. Number two, action plus offers equal profit. You incorporate those in your business, the action, the tools, the systems, what you're doing in order to generate leads. If they allow you to make offers, a maximum amount of offers out each week, each month will allow you to generate profits. Action plus offers equal profit. And that's the process I followed over the last 20 plus years in order to determine how I'm going to work this month, how I should be working next month, and so on.
Yeah, if you don't take action, you don't make offers, you won't get nowhere. That's
Absolutely.
for sure.
So the numbers game.
Yeah.
So how do you see things, because you're still active, you just closed on a 4 unit. So how do you see things for today's real estate investors, whether they're experienced or getting started, as compared to the past, and where do you see things maybe going in the future?
Oh, I see a lot of changes in the industry. Give you an example. 2 years ago, I would have told people, hey, you wholesalers, your rehabbers out there, you don't have to be an agent. You don't have to get your license. That model has totally changed. Where they're creating all these legislative laws and bylaws in these different cities and states, that I now tell people it's mandatory that you get your real estate license. Sooner or later, a law is going to come into your city or your jurisdiction that says if you don't have a real estate license, you can't wholesale, you can't rehab, you can't make a living like you used to do 5 years ago in this business. So I see that one aspect of this business is totally being legislated out of business, or being pushed upon the shoulders of getting your license and being a part of the National Association of Realtors. So that's where I see one area is going into, the legislative side. The other area I see where the change is at is in the actual hands-on. I see a lot of people who still have that mindset that they got to touch everything in their business in order for that business to be successful. No, you don't. In fact, my mindset early on was nobody can do it from me better than me. And I've learned years ago, that's not the way you have to work your business. If you want to monetize your business so that you can scale and do 15, 20 deals in a month, you have to have the mindset that everybody in my business can do it just as good as me, or it's not better. And that's where AI comes into play. It gives you the opportunity to basically have a playing field where you don't have to have a $1 million design budget, $1 million marketing budget, $1 million social media team behind your back or design team behind your back. You can have a certain amount of AI tools behind your back and produce the same type of design quality, the same type of revenue generation, the same type of processes you need to optimize and systemize your business that $1 million company has or had to pay years ago. Those are the two areas where I see it changed.
I heard that one big word that a lot of people always complain about and don't know what to do or how to do it, and it's systemize.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to
That's
talk
big
about.
word.
That's exactly what we're going to talk about Wednesday, but even more in depth on Saturday. I want you guys who decide to come on Saturday, bring your laptops. I want to take you step by step and hold you by the hand and show you exactly how to use these strategic tools that can give you that type of leverage that is going to be needed. If you're not using it, you're losing it. And that's what's going to happen to your business. So we're going to have a lot to cover on Wednesday, but we're going to really go in depth on Saturday when you guys show up at the workshop.
Now, can I put you on the spot with one last question from me?
Mhm.
Quite a few people have always know that when you're going to a masterclass, workshop, event, something, at the end, there's gonna be a charge.
No, there's no charge here. At the end of
This
this
is
workshop, I'm actually going to give you something. At the end of this workshop, I'm going to actually give you one of the main CRM AI tools that we use. You're going to get that 100% free, no strings attached. At the end of the workshop, you're going to get access to an actual community that's going to teach you how to use a lot of the stuff that we're talking about, a lot of stuff that I'm going to show you free, 100% no charge. And there is no upsells on anything. I don't have any type of coaching program I'm trying to push. What you see at that workshop is what you're going to get. And I guarantee you, you're going to walk out there as if you just got finished putting your mouth on a actual fire hose.
Yeah, I'm going to correct you on one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's like when you walk out of there, what you see is what you get until you go to the class on Tuesday. And then it's
Yes.
going to blow up even more, and
You
they're
get
going to
even
get
more.
Mhm.
because you just don't stop giving. I
Yeah.
don't know.
A guy
The
with a
one-
bigger heart.
Yeah, I don't know somebody that's as big as giving as you are in the industry when it comes to real estate, when it comes to the AI. You know, like I said, we've known each other for 5 years, and every time I see you, you're always giving and giving and giving and helping people.
Mhm.
And that's what we're telling our
Absolutely.
people. Like, listen,
Yeah.
you haven't met this guy, you don't know him, but he is totally different than anybody you've ever met, and you really need to come to the event and train. You're going to learn. You're not just going to sit there and take notes and listen to somebody talk for 8 hours. You know, you're going to actually be doing the work. And you know,
No, some of our community though, they did jump right in. They were like, when he says, "Yeah, our coach is coming," they're like, "Here's my card."
yep,
Yeah, and the thing you mentioned,
Sign me
Scott,
up.
that I want people to really understand. Wednesday is one thing.
Mhm.
Saturday is that next level up. But
yep,
that after class, what they're going to get when they sign up for Saturday is where I just stay with them throughout that whole period. So they're not going to be left alone from the Saturday workshop wondering what to do. What to do is going to be continued and taught throughout that whole period once they come to that community that happens after the workshop. So it's going to be a continual opportunity for them to learn. But here's most important, to ask questions and get one-on-one help at
yeah,
no additional cost.
right. And that's why we're like, you're different than anybody else because
Yep.
you just did it again. Like, no additional cost, one-on-one interaction, a community of people which you're there with, along with these experienced and knowledgeable people.
Yep.
And there's no upsell, there's no additional cost. I don't know anybody out there that's doing what you do. And I thank you for and appreciate what you do.
Thank you for
That's
inviting me. I
amazing.
wouldn't, man, like I said, I appreciate you guys. Like you said, over the years, we've known each other, and you guys have been totally stand up with the community and helping your people. And I respect that about you.
Thank you.
Oh, we love
Yeah,
your group.
that's good. How about you and Tammy? I mean, you
Yes,
guys are awesome. And the
absolutely.
community is really great that you have down there.
Sweetest.
Yeah, and I say down there because you're in Baltimore,
And
Maryland.
we have we've gone down to say hi, just because we were all alive after COVID, so.
Yep.
But, yep,
But yeah, we appreciate
Okay.
that. We appreciate you coming up here this week. One
Yep.
for Wednesday night meeting, and then
yes,
2 for the Saturday masterclass. And
Yes,
provide all this valuable information and skills, because they're gonna be building skills, not just listening and learning. They're building
Right.
skills.
last minute thoughts?
the only other thought I think I want people to walk away with is that what my style of teaching is all about, it's making sure you learn. It's all about giving to that person in that actual room actionable items that they can take away and put specifically in different pieces of their business. I don't want you to try to learn everything, but I guarantee you, you're going to walk away learning something. And that's the key to being at this workshop this weekend.
Awesome.
Awesome. And then, of course, when they're done, they jump on a call Tuesday
Mhm.
and continue it. So that's awesome.
So-
We appreciate that.
Yep.
We're gonna see you Wednesday,
Wednesday,
the 20th,
Already.
24th.
Miller's Ale House.
Yep.
6:30, doors are open.
Yep.
Looking forward to be there with an ale in hand.
Thank you. Yes, we're looking forward to it too, to get some people who ain't attending Saturday will get the introduction and wish they signed up.
Already.
Seats aren't limited because
Yeah,
we
seats
only
aren't
have
limited.
this small room because it is interacting, so we want everybody to know. You better get your tickets.
Yep, we have a limited amount left.
Yep,
But we also want to get this out there for a brief introduction about you and what they're gonna be getting, and then be ready for Wednesday.
Yep.
That's the next big step, and then, of course, Saturday. It's gonna be awesome. We can't wait for you to be here and go through this process. And, both nights, both sessions, it's gonna be awesome.
Thank you
for
guys.
tonight.
Yeah,
Greatly
thank you for
appreciate
tonight
it.
and coming on and taking the time. Yeah.
So you got 1 week.
Yep.
No problem.
All right, Charles, the mad scientist, and everybody else at C&J, we'll see you Wednesday.
All right. Take
Bye.
care, everybody.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.